Welcome to the world of healthy plants. Today we're diving into the unsung hero of gardening success, drainage. Whether you're a seasoned green thumb or just starting out, understanding drainage is crucial. It's the bedrock of a thriving garden. Think of it like this: plants need air just as much as they need water. Good drainage ensures a healthy balance. It prevents roots from drowning in soggy soil. When water can drain away, it allows vital oxygen to reach the roots. This balance, my friends, is the key to unlocking your plant's full potential. Without proper drainage, even the most well-intentioned care can backfire. Roots suffocate, diseases thrive, and your gardening dreams wither away. But fear not. We're here to equip you with the knowledge to create a haven for your plants where roots flourish and growth explodes. Let's get down to the root of the matter, literally. Just like we need air to breathe, plant roots need oxygen to survive. They absorb this vital gas through the soil. Now imagine the soil as a network of tiny pathways. When these pathways are filled with water due to poor drainage, there's no room for air. This is where the trouble begins. Without oxygen, roots become stressed and weakened. They're more susceptible to diseases and rot. Their ability to absorb nutrients is compromised, stunting the plant's growth. Good drainage ensures these pathways remain open, allowing air to circulate freely around the roots. This keeps them healthy, strong, and able to absorb the nutrients they need to thrive. Overwatering is a common gardening mistake, and it often stems from poor drainage. When water sits stagnant in the soil, it creates a breeding ground for trouble. Think of it as a swampy environment where harmful bacteria and fungi thrive. These unwelcome guests can wreak havoc on your plants. Root rot, a common consequence of overwatering, can quickly turn a healthy plant into a mushy mess. Fungal diseases like damping off can attack seedlings and young plants, causing them to wilt and die. But the dangers of poor drainage extend beyond disease. Soggy soil can also lead to nutrient deficiencies. When waterlogged, the soil becomes depleted of essential nutrients that plants need for growth. Recognizing the signs of overwatering is crucial. Wilting leaves, yellowing foliage, and stunted growth are all red flags. If you notice these symptoms, it's time to investigate your drainage situation and take action. To truly grasp the importance of drainage, we need to delve into the science of soil. Healthy soil isn't just a solid mass, it's a complex ecosystem teeming with life. Crucially, it contains air pockets, vital spaces that allow roots to breathe. These air pockets are created by the spaces between soil particles. When water drains away properly, it leaves these pockets open, enabling the free flow of oxygen and other gases. This exchange is essential for the survival of plant roots and the beneficial microorganisms that call the soil home. The composition of your soil plays a significant role in its drainage capacity. Sandy soils, with their larger particles, drain quickly, sometimes too quickly. Clay soils, on the other hand, with their tightly packed particles, tend to hold onto water, increasing the risk of waterlogging. The ideal soil for most plants is a loam, a balanced blend of sand, silt, and clay. Loam soils offer good drainage while retaining enough moisture to keep roots hydrated. Just like us, plants need to breathe to survive. While we take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide, plants do the opposite through their roots in a process called root respiration. This gas exchange is fundamental to their growth and overall health. During root respiration, plant roots absorb oxygen from the air pockets in the soil. They use this oxygen to break down sugars, releasing energy that fuels their growth, nutrient uptake, and other vital functions. As a byproduct of this process, roots release carbon dioxide back into the soil. When soil becomes waterlogged due to poor drainage, this delicate gas exchange is disrupted. The air pockets fill with water, depriving roots of the oxygen they desperately need. As oxygen levels plummet, root respiration slows down, and the plant essentially begins to suffocate. This lack of oxygen weakens the roots, making them more susceptible to diseases and less efficient at absorbing nutrients. The consequences can be dire, leading to stunted growth, wilting, and even plant death. Inadequate drainage spells disaster for your plants. Stagnant water creates a hostile environment. Root rot is a common consequence. Roots deprived of oxygen suffer. they become susceptible to infections. Overwatering leads to nutrient deficiencies. Signs include wilting and yellowing leaves. Check soil moisture before watering. Early detection of drainage issues is crucial for preventing irreversible damage to your plants. Recognize signs of overwatering and poor drainage to save your plants. Water pooling on the soil surface is a clear indicator. Slow drainage from potholes is another red flag. Wilting leaves despite moist soil can indicate root rot. Yellowing leaves, especially lower ones, signal overwatering. Investigate and improve drainage if you see these symptoms. Imagine being trapped in a room with no ventilation, the air thick and heavy, making it difficult to breathe. That's precisely what plants experience in waterlogged soil. The excess water fills the air pockets, creating a suffocating environment for the roots. This lack of oxygen, a condition known as hypoxia, disrupts the delicate balance within the soil. Beneficial microorganisms that thrive in well-aerated soil struggle to survive, while harmful anaerobic bacteria, which don't need oxygen, begin to multiply. As oxygen levels plummet, root cells are starved of this vital element. Their metabolism slows down, impairing their ability to absorb water and nutrients effectively. Imagine trying to drink a milkshake through a clogged straw. That's the challenge your plants face in waterlogged soil. This oxygen deprivation weakens the roots, making them more susceptible to diseases and less able to support the plant's growth. Essentially, the plant begins to drown from the inside out, its once thriving root system slowly suffocating beneath the surface. Root rot is a silent killer that decimates plants from below the soil line. Opportunistic fungi and bacteria thrive in waterlogged soil, attacking weakened roots. They release enzymes that break down root tissues, turning them into mush. The plant's ability to absorb water and nutrients is compromised. Leaves wilt, even if the soil is moist. Ensuring adequate drainage is the best defense against root rot. While root rot is a major threat in poorly drained soil, it's not the only fungal foe lurking beneath the surface. Water molds like Pythium and Phytophthora thrive in wet conditions, infecting roots and stems, causing diseases like damping off and crown rot. Prevention through proper drainage is paramount. Keeping the soil consistently wet increases the likelihood of infection. Plants may not be able to vocalize their distress, but they do communicate through subtle cues, often mistaken for other problems. Learning to decipher these silent cries for help is essential for diagnosing and addressing drainage issues before they escalate. One of the most common signs of overwatering is wilting, which ironically mimics the symptoms of underwatering. However, unlike wilting caused by dryness, the leaves of an overwatered plant will feel limp and heavy, and the soil will be wet to the touch. Yellowing leaves, especially lower leaves, can also signal overwatering. As roots struggle to function in oxygen-deprived soil, they become less efficient at absorbing nutrients, leading to deficiencies that manifest as leaf discoloration. Other telltale signs include stunted growth, leaf drop, leaf spots or blotches, and a foul odor emanating from the soil, indicating root rot. If you notice any of these symptoms, it's crucial to investigate the moisture level and drainage of your soil before reaching for the watering can. Now that we've explored the perils of poor drainage, let's shift our focus to the positive. When we provide our plants with optimal drainage, we unlock a world of benefits, starting with their roots. Healthy roots are the cornerstone of a thriving plant. Good drainage ensures roots have access to oxygen. Roots form a dense network for absorption, making the plant more resilient to drought stress. This robust root system translates to a stronger, healthier plant above ground. Good drainage protects our precious soil resources. Soil erosion, the loss of topsoil, leads to reduced soil fertility and water pollution. Effective drainage systems prevent soil erosion by slowing water flow. Well-drained soil absorbs water, reducing runoff and erosion. Proper drainage practices protect our soil and water resources for generations. When we prioritize drainage in our gardening practices, we enhance the health, vigor, and productivity of our plants. From robust root development to increased nutrient availability, The advantages of well-drained soil resonate throughout the entire plant system. Roots, with their increased oxygen supply, lead to healthier growth, vibrant blooms, and more abundant harvests. Before we dive into solutions, let's first assess the drainage situation in your garden. A simple test can reveal a lot. Dig a hole about 12 inches deep and fill it with water. Observe how quickly the water drains. If it disappears within an hour, you have well-drained soil. If it takes several hours or longer, you'll need to improve drainage. Next, examine your soil texture. Is it sandy, clay-like, or a nice loamy mix? Remember, sandy soil drains quickly, while clay soil tends to hold water. Finally, consider your garden's slope. Water naturally flows downhill, so gardens on a slope are less prone to waterlogging than flat areas. Armed with this information, you can tailor your approach to improving drainage. One of the most effective ways to improve drainage is by amending your soil. Think of it as giving your soil a helping hand to create those vital air pockets we discussed earlier. For heavy clay soil, incorporating organic matter is key. Compost, well-rotted manure, and leaf mold work wonders. They improve soil structure, creating channels for water to drain and air to circulate. For sandy soil, the goal is to increase its water-holding capacity. Peat moss, coconut coir, and vermiculite are excellent choices. They act like sponges, retaining moisture and preventing it from draining away too quickly. Remember, a well-drained soil is not about making it bone dry. It's about finding the right balance between water retention and drainage. Aim for a soil that feels moist but not waterlogged, like a wrung-out sponge. Container gardening presents its own set of drainage challenges. Unlike gardens with direct access to the ground, pots rely solely on their drainage holes to prevent waterlogging. First and foremost, ensure your pots have adequate drainage holes. One large hole or several smaller ones at the bottom are essential. Avoid decorative pots without drainage holes, as they are a recipe for root rot. Before filling your pot with soil, create a drainage layer at the bottom. Gravel, broken pottery shards, or even packing peanuts can work well. This layer prevents the drainage holes from becoming clogged with soil, ensuring water can escape freely. When choosing potting mix for containers, opt for well-draining blends specifically designed for pots. These mixes often contain ingredients like perlite, vermiculite, or bark chips that promote good aeration and drainage. For gardeners battling poorly draining soil or limited space, raised beds offer an excellent solution. By elevating your planting area, you gain greater control over soil drainage and composition. When constructing raised beds, choose materials that won't leach harmful chemicals into your soil. Untreated wood, concrete blocks, or even recycled plastic lumber are all good options. Ensure your raised bed has proper drainage. Line the bottom with landscape fabric to prevent weeds and allow water to drain. Then, add a layer of gravel or broken pottery shards for optimal drainage. Fill your raised bed with a well-draining soil mix tailored to the needs of your plants. With proper construction and soil preparation, raised beds can transform even the most challenging gardening spaces into havens for healthy, thriving plants. In a world facing increasing water scarcity, responsible gardening practices are more important than ever. Proper drainage plays a crucial role in conserving this precious resource, reducing waste, and promoting sustainability. When soil drains efficiently, it strikes a balance between holding enough moisture for plant needs and allowing excess water to percolate away. This prevents waterlogging, which not only harms plants but also leads to water waste through runoff and evaporation. With good drainage, less frequent watering is needed, as the soil retains moisture more effectively. This reduces the demand on our water supplies, especially during dry periods or in regions prone to drought. Furthermore, by minimizing runoff, we prevent valuable topsoil and nutrients from being washed away into storm drains and waterways. This helps protect water quality, reducing pollution and preserving aquatic ecosystems. Beneath the surface of a well-drained garden lies a hidden world teeming with life, the soil microbiome. This bustling community of microscopic organisms, including bacteria, fungi, and protozoa, plays a vital role in plant health and overall ecosystem function. Good drainage is essential for supporting this invisible workforce. Adequate aeration provides the oxygen these microbes need to thrive and carry out their essential tasks, such as decomposing organic matter, releasing nutrients, and suppressing plant diseases. When soil becomes waterlogged, the oxygen supply dwindles, creating an unfavorable environment for many beneficial microbes. Their populations decline, while harmful anaerobic bacteria, which thrive in oxygen-deprived conditions, can proliferate, disrupting the delicate balance of the soil ecosystem. By ensuring proper drainage, we create a haven for these beneficial soil dwellers, fostering a thriving microbiome that enhances plant health, improves soil fertility, and contributes to a more resilient ecosystem. The benefits of good drainage extend far beyond our gardens, creating a ripple effect that touches upon the health of our environment and the well-being of our communities. By embracing drainage-conscious gardening practices, we become stewards of a healthier planet. When we minimize water waste through efficient drainage, we contribute to water conservation efforts, preserving this precious resource for future generations. This is especially crucial in areas facing water shortages or drought conditions. Moreover, by reducing runoff, we help protect water quality, preventing pollutants such as fertilizers and pesticides from entering storm drains and contaminating waterways. This safeguards aquatic ecosystems and ensures safe drinking water for all. Furthermore, healthy gardens, supported by good drainage, act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it in soil organic matter. This contributes to mitigating climate change and creating a healthier planet for all. As gardeners, we have a responsibility to be good stewards of the land, caring for our soil and water resources not only for our benefit, but also for the well-being of generations to come. Embracing proper drainage is a legacy we can leave behind, ensuring a greener, healthier future for all. By understanding the principles of drainage and implementing them in our gardens, we create a sustainable foundation for plant health, water conservation, and ecosystem vitality. We break the cycle of overwatering, soil degradation, and environmental harm, paving the way for a more harmonious relationship with nature. Let us teach our children the importance of drainage, empowering them to become responsible gardeners who understand the interconnectedness of all living things. Let us create a world where lush, thriving gardens are not a luxury, but a testament to our commitment to a sustainable future. By embracing drainage as a fundamental principle of gardening, we sow the seeds for a healthier planet, one garden at a time. As we've journeyed through the intricacies of drainage, it's clear that this often overlooked aspect of gardening holds the key to unlocking your plant's true potential. While sunlight, water, and nutrients often take center stage, it's the unsung hero, drainage, that allows these elements to work their magic harmoniously. We've delved into the science behind soil aeration, understanding how those vital air pockets provide a lifeline of oxygen to plant roots, enabling them to breathe, absorb nutrients, and thrive. We've explored the perils of inadequate drainage, witnessing the devastating consequences of root rot, fungal diseases, and nutrient deficiencies that plague waterlogged gardens. But most importantly, we've discovered that achieving optimal drainage is not a Herculean task, but a series of mindful practices that are within reach of every gardener, from novice to expert. By understanding our soil, choosing the right amendments, and implementing simple drainage solutions, we can transform even the most challenging gardening spaces into havens for healthy, vibrant plant life. Beyond the immediate rewards of thriving plants and bountiful harvests lies a deeper purpose in our pursuit of good drainage. By embracing these practices, we become stewards of our environment, contributing to water conservation, soil health, and a more sustainable future for all. Every drop of water that's used efficiently, every handful of compost that enriches our soil, every plant that thrives in a well-drained environment is a testament to our commitment to a healthier planet. It's a legacy we can pass down to future generations, inspiring them to find joy and purpose in cultivating gardens that nourish both body and soul. So let us embark on this journey of drainage-conscious gardening together, armed with knowledge, passion, and a shared vision for a greener, more sustainable world. Let's transform our gardens into thriving ecosystems where plants flourish, water is cherished, and the soil teems with life. For in cultivating healthy gardens, we cultivate a healthier planet, one seed, one drop, one well-drained plot at a time.